Hi all. Okay, welcome to another chess24 Banter Blitz. Just going to mute over there. Okay. I'm still wearing the same form pawn t-shirt. Yes, I'm getting another one for Greek gifts soon, so hopefully there'll be a t-shirt change soon. Let's have a look at the voucher code Kingscrusher. So a whopping 15% off. Challenge me. And even Magnus Carlsen on occasion, because he's going to be frequent now as a streamer. So fantastic opportunity to play the World Chess Champion. Just become premium. You can use this code if you want. Voucher code Kingscrusher. Okay, let's go on to the challenges now. Okay, so Manuel, I hope audio and visual is okay. Please let me know. My hair's getting too long, I know that. I need to have a haircut soon. Okay. So Manuel, is he here? Yes, D4. So a King's Indian defense. Well, I'm going to attempt to enter the King's Indian defense. So I faced the 4 pawns attack in the recent club match I had, Bonnet Chess Club North Circular. We managed to win the North Circular Chess League, and my last game was a King's Indian 4 pawns attack. But he was actually very well very well versed in it, and I was let off the hook. Yeah, that's a video on my channel if you want to check it out. If you want to learn about the 4 pawns attack a little bit. From my perspective anyway. My hair's it's got to the level of being super irritating, commutator. It's just super irritating right now, especially it's quite humid here as well, so I think I need to have a haircut. I've been brushing it like crazy recently. I was thinking of dyeing it for a laugh actually. Shall I dye it for a laugh at some point? Yeah. I don't mind showing grey. It's not that. I just thought it'd be funny. But no, I think it just irritates me right now. It's just too much of it. For this weather. So anyway, can I get into F4? So when I see h3 and a nice knight on f4, I'm thinking, oh, this is going to open up that bishop, isn't it? So I'm running into e5 though. If I play g5, does that matter? Does that matter? It might not do. Oh, this is getting a bit tricky because if queen f6, I can imagine e5 and knight e4. Oh, I'm gonna have to invite this move. I don't really want to invite. I don't know. This is a bit of a concession move. Am I going to get smashed? That's the question. With e5 check. My hair gets longer faster, yeah. Okay, so e5. I'm hoping, my dark square bishop hasn't got a counterpart. And I always say to you guys, try and celebrate that. I'm going to have to try and celebrate it, basically, the dark square bishop. As long as I don't get mated on the light squares in the meantime. So, okay. It's not ideal, is it? Okay. It's not ideal to do this. Nevertheless, here we are in this position. I have got a third rank almost clear for rook a6. Is that nifty? I'm actually threatening knight takes b3. I've just noticed. I can, if I play f5, there's always knight g6 unless the rook was on a6. He's going to kick with b4 soon. I could put more pressure on here. Hang on a sec. Let's try this. Queen d6. I think there's an imminent b4 on the cards. if I can park my queen on g7, I'm imagining b4, bishop takes, b takes. Okay, okay. Is there knight d7? Trying to torture this pin. So let's see. c5, bishop takes e5. There is queen e4 threatening mate or queen d3 threatening mate. There might be another way of playing this. c5, knight takes e5, c takes, knight f3 check. But anyway, okay, rook takes here. Okay, now I haven't got too many choices actually, but rook e8, there's knight f8, queen. Oh, that's blundering the queen. That helps. I thought queen e4 was the intention. That looks to be a mouse slip. I think there was knight f6 hitting the queen and defending there though. Long hair and bunny ears. Bunny ears for me. Is that it? Is that it? Okay, okay. Maybe I'll use them later. Okay, okay. Thanks for the game, Manuel. I think that was a mouse slip. Now Jetsel's nearly crushed me like twice now in the last 2 weeks, so I'm a bit scared of this guy. No, I don't. I think his rating should be like 2300. So I'm playing this. This is when I'm slightly worried about someone. I'll play this. It's called sometimes, I think, the King's Engine Attack rather than Defense. King's Engine Attack. Jetzel, where are you? Where are you, Jetzel? Okay. So, if you remember last week, there was a game we played last week where I was close to complete obliteration quite early on. So he doesn't need luck. I think I'm the one that needs luck. Yeah. Okay. B3 and knight c4. This feels like a King's Engine. This feels like a King's Engine. Okay, so far so good, I think. Michael, hello Michael. We were chatting on earlier. That's nice. Thanks, Michael. I could chat to you all day on Facebook. And as long as you don't crush me, you can challenge me for a game. Yeah. If you're on the queue, I'll accept it. Yeah. Okay. So. Queen b1 or a5. Oh, hang on. g4 is going to be dangerous now. Ah, g4 is going to be dangerous. Can I play h4 and live to tell the tale? Oh, g4. What do I do with g4? No, I don't like this already. I've got a panic already now. I have to do something. Okay. But what? This, I don't know, for knight e1. The thing is, I didn't want to go to f1 because there's bishop h3. There's an iron grip on the position here, isn't there? If I sack the bishop, that's not very sound. Okay, somehow I have to try and defend this. Not really sure how. Maybe c3. Or a5. Okay, so imminent h4. Bishop takes g5 is starting to look good now. a5. I don't know. It looks all bit passive. And okay. I don't want to go too far down on the clock either. But am I getting mated here with h4? Don't like the look of this. Or maybe h4 was pretty dangerous as well. Any downsides of the opponent's position here? It's like I can't really play a strategic pawn break that easily. Maybe stabilizing the knight helps with c3. What got me? No, c3, I don't know, it's like asking for it, isn't it? c3. This is a very passive position. Maybe he's just going to make me with queen h7 soon. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do here. Yeah, okay, I think I'm getting slaughtered. Okay, can the king run for it or something? Oh, I don't know what to do. Give me some sort of knight sack or something. I'm actually, this is really, really passive, isn't it? I can't seem to get out of the iron grip. The queen invades on h2 and knight h4 might be dangerous. Yeah. How did I do this? Okay, a5, a6, a5, b4. Is there any source of counterplay whatsoever here? a5, b4, a5, rook, a4. Maybe something to do with b4 might be the most delicate way of trying to get counterplay without giving up the d4 square. Something like b4. I'm concerned he might just treble soon. I think I have to do something to try and avoid getting mated. So, oh, I don't know. Queen a4, a6. Is that a plan? I'll tell you how I can get mated if he treble. I shouldn't say this. He'll follow this plan if I say I know how I can get mated. I'm pretty sure. I could say it after. I don't know. Maybe not to make it too easy. I know how I can get mated. F5. Okay, why F5? Okay, maybe F4 is dangerous. So maybe I should take that. Oh, mind you, the F file's now dangerous. On the other hand, A6. Okay, the F file's now dangerous. Is A6 and Queen A4 as my last chance saloons here before the F file becomes vicious? Has he lost connection? Oh well, Jetzel has been crushing me recently. Anyway, so okay, on to the next game. The commutator. Okay. I just don't think I had much counterplay. What I imagine is black could just treble and play Queen H1. You know, so after check, then the other rook comes down, checkmate. Simple as that. Just trebling on the H file. Yeah, salvation. I just trebles on the H file. I just can't see anything unless I'm playing for the C6 square. I don't know. Maybe there was something to do with the C6 square. Let's imagine I had some counterplay. I think it was too slow, though. But as I say, I think he's underestimating. I think he's like 2300 or something. Like, you know. E5. Would he take and then D takes? I think that's too much of a price, you know. giving up the bishop to win a pawn. Maybe I play knight d7 and sack a pawn. I think that would be too much of a price. Now knight e7 here. So knight d7. This looks as though I might be getting some sort of stretching out business with f5, f4. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm glad you enjoy me being tortured, Glolvans. Yeah, it's nice to know, yeah. Love me or hate me, you can enjoy these streams, yeah. Thanks. Yeah, oh yes, Michael, yes. Clearly it was all in my plan, just to allow it to be hacked on the H file, that, you know, visually crushed. To give a false sense of security. Is that old one, yeah? To give a false sense of security. Let's get this bishop out of there. So bishop f5 I can take. If I'm keeping my knight on e7 for bishop takes f5. Oh, that bishop's not going anywhere. I'm going to be tortured on the light squares now. Is there queen g6 and g4? Yeah, I know this is a classic, you know, bishop, isn't it, on my light squares. Okay, here we go. If e5 d takes, queen takes, I spy with my little eye, knight g4 check and bishop takes e5. He's not really playing this, is he? Queen takes e5. He's not. He's not. Can't be. Can he? Is it a queen sack? Not a queen sack. Okay. So knight g6 here. Or knight takes e4. Maybe knight g6. Well, one of them. Don't know. Knight h4. Knight h4 guards f5. Hold on a sec. Knight h4 guards f5. What else? What else is there to do? I think knight h4 is my favourite. Maybe there's some piece sacrifice coming up. It could be a bit scary. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. No idea. No, I mean, I don't know. Rook takes g5, knight takes g5. There's a lot of options. There's knight takes f6. There's queen e4 check after. One thing it does do, if I'm not being dismantled, is possibly queen g6 next. Queen g6 might be something. Queen g6. Queen g6. On rook takes g5, I could try and calculate something here in a nerdy way. H takes, knight takes, king h6. And am I getting mated? Not necessarily. Oh, hang on. Just allow bishop takes e5 there. If I do an exchange sack just to hold e5, I think that's worth it. Because that bishop's horrible. I want to hold my e5 pawn. Take out that bishop. I think rook e8 and e4 might be good. I think if say takes, if his rook was there, there'll be rook takes h4. It's not all rosy. I think this exchange sack down, he can't play queen takes b7 necessarily. Or can he? There's queen takes b1. So if I go the exchange down in this endgame, all right, I thought there was queen takes b1. Because I'm on b2, that's the thing. On queen c7, queen b2, queen a8, queen b2. I think I've been let off. I fancied the endgame chance. There's no checks immediately, is there? So I'm on f2 here. Right. Right. I see. There's checks. What about knight g6 for a moment? So I'm on f2. There's queen d4 coming up. He has to defend f2. So it's knight and bishop against rook. It's not that big a deal, I guess. Knight and bishop against rook, because I sacked the exchange earlier. We'll try and get the queens off here. Right, the rook's trapped, isn't it? The rook's going. The rook is falling off the board. Alright, thanks to the game commentator. A bit scary there. Let's press reload there. Alright, 25.50. I think I shouldn't mess around too much in the opening. Wow. Wow. Really? You got to be kidding me. I have to react energetically to this. How? Take over the knight e4, knight g5, h6. No. What would be appropriate here? Let's mull over this for a moment. Knight e4, g4, knight g5. There's always f6. That's ridiculous. Quick b4. I'm tempted for a quick b4, you know, for some reason. It seems somehow logical to me to punish this, to try and cause an overload of resources somehow. If I sack this pawn, is having to play on this side, having to play on that side, having to maintain stuff on that side. I mean, it's just a feeling that this might be somehow appropriate, because the king's still in the center. Now knight h4 could take out that dark square bishop. It might be something to do here. Knight h4 or knight d2. Maybe just knight d2. With the king in the center, so I'm making a sort of gambit, wing gambit with the king in the center. By the way, this cup has got form pawn printed on one side, which was a mistake on my part. I really wanted it on both sides. I've changed that for future cups, by the way. Just for those interested. Okay, so b5 for knight e4. Form pawn. Let's hope not to be fawned in this game. Okay, so e3 here. His king's still in the center. I'm hoping this is going to backfire on him somehow. All right, immediate pressure on e5. I heard a strong player once, I think it was at Gibraltar, saying, I think it was the GM, he likes when people attack him. No, it was London Classic. It was one of the GMs there in the Rapids. He says he likes when people attack him. Which GM was it? If I remember, I'll say. Okay, anyway. I think I know what he meant. Like, there's sometimes like weaknesses to exploit, sometimes. Knight takes, d takes, if the queens come off, don't I get a good grip on d5? Knight takes, d takes. Well, let's imagine f6, bishop b2, knight takes. Okay, bishop b2 and knight e4. I think that looks kind of interesting. How would I ramp up the pressure here? Maybe taking and then d4, trying to open up this bishop on that diagonal. So if I take and then d4, trying to open up the lines, this e file and this diagonal. This looks like a classic recipe in the making. E takes, looks pretty classic as recipes go. Yeah. Now maybe like rook e1 or d5. d5 might have knight e4 going for it. I'll go with d5 for a moment. Because knight e4, I'm getting this out of the way, aren't I? So if I can pin that guy, this is starting to look a bit tasty, I think. There's things like queen c2, queen g6. D6 with knight d5 looks super tasty. Why didn't I consider d5? What a moron. I mean, I'm talking about myself. Why didn't I consider d6? All right, I can still play it. D6 and knight d5. Okay, maybe it doesn't have to be played immediately. Or maybe it does. Bishop takes d6, knight d5. Queen takes d... I think this is tasty. Yeah, to make sure I have d5 available for a piece. Although, have I just allowed that? Maybe that was a bit sloppy. I should have played knight d5 maybe. On the other hand, okay, so knight d5 here. HG. Okay, the bishop's attacked. Maybe there's a rook e3. Maybe I can try and trap this queen. Queen b5, knight c7. Rook e3. Where's the queen go? Queen over f5, g6, h7. All right, over there maybe. As long as king f1's possible, this is not mating immediately. Queen h7. So rook e7 is possible. Queen h2, king f1. Let's see. So rook e3 here, or bishop f6 looks good for getting g5. Hits that rook. Have I got queen g5 coming up? Queen g5 looks okay. I'm not sure I should mind the queens coming off. Although rook e8 takes queen g8. King d7. No, it's okay. Let's have knight b6 threat. Knight b6. So does he take the queens off? I think I have knight b6 for rook d6. Okay, hit this guy. That's a rook d2 useful. Oh, bishop d5 would have been good. Forking the rooks. Mind you, okay. I think there's an idea of bishop and rook there, though. Sometimes I think I've got to be careful here. got to be careful about this getting mated on H1. He's pre-moving that. I'm taking it out, man. I've seen it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm taking it out. Yeah, I'm aware. I don't like being mated. Okay, thanks. That. Okay, I can see what this GM says. If you get attacked, you can just go into weakness, like exploitation somehow. But I think sometimes it helps to sack a pawn to open up things, to try and expose weaknesses. I'm relieved. I can breathe again. Now, didn't Olaf crush me with this the other day? Oh, this is another one. A little assassin here. There's another little assassin here to worry about. Oh, God. Okay. Is knight d5 playable? Have we seen this all before and I end up worse? It's possible. I mean, knight a4 looks dodgy as well. I'll go with knight a4. Because I don't know, these double pawns don't inspire confidence with that bishop. I might as well protect b2 with this knight on the rim for the moment, I guess. Knight b2 to c4. So he hits my rook. Soon. The concern is he's going to damage my pawn structure. Okay. This needs something. I'm not sure what. What do I need to do? d4? Maybe d4. Oh, hang on. I can see yucky pawn structure is arriving on the scene soon. There's no time, is there? For knight b2 to c4, it's going to be eliminated. There goes my structure. Maybe the light square bishop's worth something. He hasn't done it. Okay. Rook e1. Or is e5 not doing anything? I don't think rook e1. I think knight b2 to c4 is interesting. Maybe he's concerned about this light square bishop if he took. Doesn't that close up his bishop? If I take, I should take, shouldn't I? Bishop c5, bishop a4, bishop f8. Can I get away with bishop c5? Or maybe just bishop b2, just bishop b2 for a moment. Alright. If I hit this, I think maybe queen c5 on rook c8. Queen c5. So say he takes bishop b5. Okay, it might be playable. The bishop e4, knight e4. Queen c7, queen b4. Queen. Oh. Alright, is there queen takes e5, there's knight g4. Oh, so am I losing a pawn? Queen b6? Queen b6? To avoid losing a pawn on a4. He's always got this rook c2, bishop e5, knight g4 business. Unless I've got anything else there, instead of on rook c2, maybe knight d5 at some point. If I play rook b1, there's bishop d3 or something. Now he's pinned this bishop. This bishop d3, knight d5 might be... What is that? Bishop e4. There's knight f6 and then rook e4. Okay, so maybe rook b1 is an option. On the other hand, bishop c1 is less liability. It controls d2. There's rook d2. Okay, bishop c1 it is. I think I want to play knight d5 soon. Bishop g5 and knight d5. At least this stops rook d2. That's more critical than what I was mentioning. Far more critical. Oh, that's a bit of a downer. Okay, if I play bishop e3, just ignore that. I want to get rid of one of his rooks. I think rook e4 there was bishop c6. So can I just get rid of the pieces? Trying to avoid getting mated. Rook c1, rook a2. Or a4 here. There's bishop c6. Is there no way of... Okay, if I unpin for a moment... Oh, this is not a happy position. Alright, so knight, a4 now. So b takes, rook takes. I got a pass pawn. Oh, he's got a discovery on my rook. Is that a6? Oh, there's knight g3. Knight e2 is dangerous anyway. So he's probably winning the exchange. And in fact, king h2, there's even bishop e5. Should I just, if I sack the exchange to keep the rook over there? Yeah, I think for a7. Knight a3, a7. Is a8's guided by the knight. So bishop a1, rook a1. Okay, a7. Is he going to take this exchange or not? Bishop f4 on rook a8. There's no rook a8. There's knight a8. Alright, bishop f4 helps the cause, doesn't it? Knight a8. Alright, I can try and swing back for bishop b8, knight c5. Okay, bishop b8. I've got pressure on e4 as well. Bishop b8. Okay, I can take this guy out. Oh, I didn't see that one. Bishop b8. Try and do something with the king. It's too short on time, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. Getting this pawn up. Connected Pass Pawns t-shirt will be available soon. It's one of my favourites. Alright, yeah, I like the connected pass pawns principle. I think it gives me some compensation anyway, in a practical sense here. Alright, thanks for the game, Olaf. On this occasion, I was lucky there. Picking on, yes, another guy, very dangerous. Okay, I'll try knight c6. Where's the sound gone? Is the sound coming back? Hope so anyway. Isn't there a knight d4? I wish the sound would come back. What have I done with the sound? Okay, here, settings. Yeah, the sound came back. Okay. All right. Knight d4. Knight d4. Knight d4. Knight d4. There's bishop e2 and d3. On knight d5, c6. Knight f4. So maybe I want to play bishop e2 and d3. This closes in that bishop. Not losing a piece to queen a4, just checking queen b5, c6. Queen a4 doesn't seem that bad. Right, so c6. Oh. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've just lost the pawn. Oh, he hasn't. It's gone for that. If we take out my bishop. Can I control d4? This was a very dumb idea, wasn't it? Can I at least control d4? Better castle. Try and control the d4 square, if I can. Knight c6, knight d4. Let's see, knight e5, bishop e6. Can I play bishop e6? Maybe bishop d5 and take out this bishop. Try and take out this defensive bishop with bishop d5. Okay, if he wants a pawn over there, he can have that. I think, oh, queen d7, is that something? Take this guy. Oh. Okay, a little bit unfortunate. But maybe there's knight d4 on the way. These light squares look raw. In fact, knight d4 here looks... Oh, if I take this rook e8 anyway. Let's play this for a moment. There's probably queen d7 and knight f3, king h1. This is anything the queen d7, knight f3, king h1, queen not f5, queen c5. Can't go to f5. Knight f3. Okay. Maybe I should take this out. Allow rook e8. Still, I think there's a little bit of compensation. Knight f3, he counter-sacks the exchange. Or not. Maybe knight e5. Knight e5. Right, there is a check. Is this king really going in the centre? There's knight g4 if needed. There's always rook e8. Should I cut off rook e8 with c6? I wonder. c6. Just cut off this because I want to play. Or queen takes c5. What about queen takes c5? Holds a7 for a moment. I just had a look. c6, queen a7. I'm wondering, holding that. Bishop f8. Not to drop f7. Oh, hang on. No, I'm dropping f7. Because bishop h6. I have queen c2. There's bishop d2. Queen c2, bishop d2. Is that the end of the story there? Knight g4. Maybe knight e5. Knight e5. Where's this queen going? Alright, is it possible queen c2 is dangerous for queen d3? Pin and win, so to speak. Pinning the bishop. There's bishop h6 maybe, or knight g4. Or just knight takes d3. Gives me knight c1 check as a threat. To win the queen. No, hang on, he just takes that. Uh-oh. I just realised he just takes it. Running out of pieces rapidly. Queen c4 check. Must be a nuisance here. Queen b5 check. Oh, he's going to double now. Oh. That's unfortunate. Okay, I think I'm doomed. Pretty much doomed. And the sound's going as well. I've got the pawns as a consolation prize. Queen c2. We'll just go with the pawns. I think queen c2. I've got rook d8 coming up. Uh-oh, I've just allowed bishop e5 as well. Oh, that was really clever. Stalemate trick. Okay. Yep. Thanks for the game. Oh. Okay. Gel. 2006. Knight f6. Right, so b6 for bishop c5. Knight going to f4. Oh, crikey. Why is this stinging? Oh. Okay, so knight f4. Play knight e5 here. Queen f4, knight d3. This looks okay. a6, queen f6. Oh. Okay, is that king king d7 or something? This is ridiculous. I'll play king d7. Let's get that knight going back. Bishop b7, I want that knight going back. He's going to test the repetition. Queen a5. Fascinating. I could sack the exchange. Or play c6 on queen a4. Oh, I could play c6. Is my king too exposed? Knight d6 or something. What about rook b8? Hang on, this is just rook b8, surely. So rook takes b2. Is that too greedy? There's always, I think maybe there's rook b6 on rook b1. Rook b4. Okay, I'm probably knight c4. Maybe bishop d7 and queen b8. Bishop d7, queen b8. Well, there's knight c4 or another pawn. This is too much. There is a pin, there is e5, there's a bit of danger. Pin e5 for knight e4. My king's in the center. I'll put the brakes on this e5. is bishop d7 and drop a6. Does it matter? Bishop d7, queen a6, queen a8. No, my rook. Okay, the rook's a bit funny. Can I just play on this side of the board then? Right, so this is with tempo. Maybe g4 or something, or queen e8. Queen e8 gives me queen a4. So queen a4. Which gives me queen c4. Queen c4 here looks interesting. For bishop d7, bishop b5. Oh, okay, can I play this? Knight e5, queen e2, surely. Am I playing bishop b5 anytime soon? Right, there is knight g6. Fair enough. There's king d6 here. Don't think I'm getting mated that easily with king d6. So rook g8, where's the knight going? There's the knight going to e7. Rook e8 after. So rook g8 looks okay at first sight. Rook e8, there's no knight f, there is a knight f5. Okay, it'll be an exchange sack. Oh, that's a pretty strong pawn. c2 rook d1. It's a pretty strong pawn. It's a runaway pawn. And this, don't think rook e6. c1. Thanks. Thanks for the game. I assume the game's finishing soon. Okay, all right. Thanks for the game. Okay, fun one. Battery Bob. Whew. Yeah, you have to factor in pass pawn potential, so it's not just a clear thing calculating a variation anymore. As we know from Stockfish against Leela, everything's got to be in a big context, the big context. If there's lurking pass pawns at the end of a variation calculated, I think you've got to sort of give them the benefit of the doubt. So like I thought, okay, exchange down, but it looked okay. The pass pawn potential to factor in at the end, you know, the more holistic approach to calculation. I think you have to factor in the longer term aspects of the position. Try and avoid blundering a piece though, like I did in an earlier game. That doesn't help. Usually blundering a piece doesn't help. So battery Bob. G takes, because I know it's greedy, but takes, there's queen e2. Bishop g5 might be a concern. Oh, that's weird, isn't it? Queen takes e2 with a vengeance. Alright, thanks for the game, Battery Bob. Yeah, a bit of a blunder there. Jonathan Russell has appended a number after his name for some strange reason. 94617. Alright, rook g7 instead of rook e8. Alright, okay. Okay, so Jonathan, okay, I have to do the countdown. Okay, so what will be the countdown theme to start off with? 1 Greek gift, 2 Greek gifts, 3 Greek gifts, 4 Greek gifts, 5 Greek gifts, 6 Greek gifts, 7 Greek gifts. I was thinking I could vary it towards the end. 8 Greek gifts, 9 Greek gifts, 10 Greek gifts. Okay, we're gonna have to abort. Okay, we're gonna have to abort. Friedel. Let's hope I don't get fried with Friedel. Okay, it's not funny. I don't know. It was on the spur of the moment. Okay. They do that on the chase. They take someone's name or whatever occupation. They do some puns. It's quite funny on the chase when they do it. This TV program, The Chase, builds up my general knowledge every day. A little bit, or trivia, knowledge of trivia. So, Bishop g5, Queen d2, for Bishop h6. I don't think there's going to be d5s there. Bishop h6. Try and take out this defensive bishop. And then c from there, knight e3 to g4 for queen h6. Knight g4 looks like a useful thing here. Knight g4 looks like a nifty thing if it's not sniffed out with f5. Let's say f5 is there, knight g5 and on e6, queen d7. Alright, he's allowing, okay, that defends. Okay, let's try and add to the tension now. h5. Maybe a form pawn. Knight g4, h6 form pawn alert. So h6 and queen f4 maybe. h6, queen f4. Yeah, I'm still pleased with this form pawn. I'm hoping to wash it soon when my Greek gift one arrives. So queen f4, h6 with the form pawn. So hg, hold on a sec. Okay, I'm fragmenting some pawns, aren't I? e5, am I fragmenting pawns or not? I want some islands to be created. d4. Oh, there's knight. Okay, I'll shut in that bishop though. Containment. Knight f5 is a nice piece. Can I address knight f5? Knight f6 might be a good pawn sack. Let's keep this on. So knight f6 looks like a juicy pawn sack. Maybe f4 to start off with. Maybe bishop h3 targeting e6. Bishop h3, knight g2 to e3. Knight e3. Looks central. As though g4 might be later. This h5 looks good. I'll play rook h1. Double on h6. Alright, knight f1 if needed. Unless g4 is any good. I think knight f1 might actually be needed. Alright, queen e2 to h5. Is that any good? Queen e2 to h5. Let's see. Alright, so there's an attack over here. Pin that rook. Or maybe there's rook a2 happening. Maybe king e3, maybe or king f3. King f3. What's the plan there? Can I use this b file or something at some point? Rook a2, rook b2, rook b2. Switch to this road over here. Alright, g4 might be plausible. Queen a3, rook c2, queen. Okay, is g4 plausible? Is it too weakening? Oh yeah, I just take that bishop over there. So g4 maybe here. Take. So I've got this g file as well. Can I go with this? Or am I going to get mated or something? Rook, okay, queen a3, rook c2. Is this too dangerous for my king? There's queen h1. Maybe rook g2. Oh. No, I think my king's in mortal danger here. I have to somehow stop these checks. Maybe rook g2. I don't like the look of that. Oh, no. Don't like the look of this. What about rook? Rook c2, queen h1, king f2. Alright, there is a queen g1. Oh, I don't know. I could try this. It doesn't look very good. There's queen h1, for example. Is there bishop g? No, it's fg is check. There's a nasty pin there. Queen h1, rook takes, knight takes. Alright, I feel that's a let-off. I've got rook takes, and then bishop takes f5. Would that not be a let-off compared to queen h1? If I play bishop takes f5 here, he hasn't got queen e3 or something. It's giving me access to his king here, which is not a good idea usually. No, I think the way to go was queen h1. If we want to have a quick look, I was more scared about queen h1. So around about here, I thought queen h1 anyway. All right, the engine doesn't seem to care about queen h1. So why is that? King f2? It's giving king f2. I see. On this occasion, king f2. I just thought this pin was really annoying. I can't do anything on this pin. You know, if I take here, you know, take the queen, yeah. So, I mean, that pin, I just thought, king f2, what would be my next move after, though? Knight takes f5. Knight. Oh, so if knight takes, there's queen takes g6. And if bishop takes, what's the point here? Rook takes. Oh, backfires on the pinner. I see. Bishop takes, bishop e6. All right, it backfires on the pinner sometimes. If knight takes, there's queen takes f5. All right, so it's a bit controversial, this pinning business, sometimes when it can backfire on the pinner, but I didn't see any of that. So anyway, I just thought it was a nasty pin. I don't think, oh, I'm going to exploit the the pinner. I'm going to really exploit the pinner on h1. Yeah, okay, so Manuel. Okay. Manuel. Ah, no, it's not pre-move. It could be d5. Forget the pre-move. Forget the pre-move. I was about to pre-move. Hang on. e5, can you imagine? He plays d5. I pre-move, yeah, like now. I need to be able to move the knight. That's the thing. This is not a pre-move situation. All right, Kremlin. I didn't know that. All right, interesting. Okay. A6 and bishop A7 or something. A6 and bishop A7. There's other possibilities. Okay, so if I delay casting, I can always use the H pawn. I'm thinking like that as well, but you know, the rook can sometimes have a little perk being there. Sometimes you want to push the little H pawn. Some waiting moves. Again, maybe, you know, queen c8, some waiting moves. I think I want to play this anyway now because knight h5 to f4. Knight f4, trying to distract from f2. Knight f4, knight takes, e takes, bishop takes, knight takes f2, forks, queen and rook. Bishop takes, e takes, knight. Yeah. Okay, so knight f4 looks dangerous. Knight f4. Knight f4. Or not. Maybe not. Not here. For all that. Okay, so if there's no knight f4. Okay. There's no target that easy, is it? It's not that easy. No target. Or is there? I could castle an f5. Yeah. I think maybe I'll just play for f5. So f5. Has he put me off f5? Being put off f5 here. Okay, queen e7 for f6. Because looking at e6 square, I think f6 first. F6. Okay, so what's the deal here? What is the deal here? Okay, f6, knight e6, bishop takes, d takes, queen takes. There's nothing left for white, is there? f6, knight f3, f5, ef, bishop f5, bishop f5, rook f5. I think, you know, f5, just activate both rooks against f2. Now that I've got e6 a bit more covered, I believe this might be the approach, where I try and double the rooks against f2. I believe that looks dangerous at first glance. There might be rook takes and then h4 to drive the bishop away from h2 to have more pressure if needed like that. But surely I could just double the rooks and then consider rook takes g5. So okay, there's a few things. All right, there's that. Isn't there knight takes h4 here? I'll play knight takes h4. This gives me knight g6, then h4 to drive the bishop away from f2. Right, so knight g. Ooh. Okay, I'll let this happen, I think. This is becoming a violent game, isn't it? Or I could take and then g5 and then h4. Okay, that might be more plausible, actually. g5 and then h4. Although, I mean, knight f4 hits the knight. Now there is like rook f2 here. Or queen c4 even over here. This is emergent opportunities. There's rook f3 check. There's queen g6 threatened, but rook f3 is check. And this is stronger with, hang on, if rook takes, it's check. Check there. It doesn't seem to matter really. Win is win. I mean, you know, rook f3 check. Surely. It addresses that threat for sure. Queen takes g6. Right, thanks for the game, Manuel. Antica. Okay. So Antica. What opening shall I play? Like Sicilian defense or something? One form. Oh, is that? Well, I was going to one form pawn there. No, maybe. Okay. Knight c6 for a moment. See, you could transpose quite easily into a Roy Lopez though, or a Scotch game if knight f3. So knight c3, bishop c5. Right, Right, bishop c5, d6, a6. e6, bishop e7. Knight g4, h5. So bishop, oh, hang on. Isn't knight g4 with tempo here? Because it forces rook f1 back in the box, because there's no rook e2. This doesn't look right if it's like with a whole tempo. I'll just leave that there. Greek gift. Well, not quite. No, not Greek gift. Oh, I have to write this down. No. Fishing pole. Oh my word. I just realised something as well. This t-shirt designer I had, we originally came on this thumbnail I had for anti-fish beating stockfish. He could easily do a fishing pole t-shirt. I just realised he's already got something similar already. Okay, so fishing pole, knight h4. Now if bishop g5, knight takes, and then queen takes g5. So bishop g5, knight takes is check, then queen takes g5. H takes, h takes, knight g5. Is that at all sound? Like, okay, let's check this out again. It should be. I just like liberating the pieces really. I worry about it after. Queen f6. Queen f6. He's going to open up a rook or something. He's going to open up my rook. And it's queen g6 and f6. Alright. I can just take and then queen takes g5 here. Just realised. It's annoyed by the bishop clearly, but sometimes bishop e3 is not great. Okay, so like here, I think if I get g5 back, then I have knight f3 check sometimes, as well as not queen takes, as knight takes. Knight f3, I can just take that. Knight f3 coming up here. Alright, thanks for the game, Antika. I think there's time for one more. So, Yonek. I'll play it Sicilian defense. Bit of variety is the spice of life, as they say. This guy's a fast player. He's encouraging me to play quickly. Is it a hack attack? I'll try for g5. So takes, h5, g5. Can I get some dark squares out of this? So knight d4, knight c6, knight d4 or e5 locks down that bishop. Knight d4, if he took, I get the e5 square. Maybe bishop e6 to start off with. Then knight d4. So, or rook c8, just preparing knight d4. Anytime this opens, pressure. Rook c8 and queen a5, maybe. Any knight d5, there's queen a2. What was wrong with queen a5? f5, maybe I'll drop the bishop back. Alright, so here, if I take and then knight b4, so hit a2 and d5. On c4, knight a2. On a3, knight d5. Right, there is that. A sort of fishing pole over here or something. A3, I could leave it or something. B5 here looks interesting for A4, for A3. Knight B5, knight D5. Would he really take with the knight? There's knight D5. If he takes with the pawn, it looks horrible. There's B file. So he takes with the pawn, rook B8. Takes with the knight, knight D5. I'm hoping I have the attack here. I'm hoping his pawn might be blocking in his attack. That could be a problem. FG, FG. If I allow check, maybe it doesn't matter. King H8. However, I just need Queen B6, Knight A2, Knight A2, Queen B2. So Queen B6 and Knight A2. Let's imagine Knight B5, Knight D5. If I'm being nerdy about it, I could calculate Knight A2 immediately, but okay, let's just take this pawn. Let's take this pawn. Oh, it means Knight C7 anyway. It's possible to put encourage C4. Knight B4 looks okay. So D5, D5. Oh, we can E5. Sometimes E5 is going to weak. Taking that E5 looks weak. He's got a point. He's got a point. And keep this F file. I think I don't want to liberate the pawn. Overall, I think I don't want to liberate the pawn. Maybe. Okay, D6. I'm tied down to D6. It's a little bit getting. It's a little bit passive. Okay. No, I don't know. Oh, there's check and Knight C3 here. No, there isn't. It just takes. If I play Knight C6 to D4, Knight C6 to D4. See if I can get away with this. Knight D4. Right, if I play Queen takes, is there a disaster on Queen takes? I've realised actually now Queen E4 to G6 is nasty. So that might give it the edge over Knight takes, which allows Queen E4. So Queen takes. Just keep an eye on Queen E4. Right, I'm going to take here. So D6 is a problem. I could take it then Knight C6 if Rook D1, Knight D4. Shielding D6. If I take the C pawn, then C4 is a target. Oh, mind you, this is a good target. King coming up to E5 might be a consideration on E takes. I think E takes maybe overall swings and roundabouts. King F6 to E5. Oh, there's Rook B8 to B4. Maybe Rook B8 here for a moment. Otherwise, Rook B1 maybe coming into my position like that. It's the only major file with entry points. This king and pawn ending, aren't I just a pawn up? So if I took King F6, King C2, King E5, King d3, g4, zugzwang, bang, zugzwang. Surely. Well, zugzwang, I don't know how the Germans say it again. I keep forgetting that. I don't know. Sorry. I should really try and remember that. Oh, okay. Okay, thanks. Okay. Thanks, Yonek. Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's the end of today. See you next week. Yeah. Have fun. Have fun. And see you next week. Yeah. So 1 fun, 10 boring if you want to vote. And not sure anything else I have to say at this moment. Okay. See you next time. Have a good day. Cheers then. Thanks so much.